All right, guys, this is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and we are back with another Raid Shadow Legends free-to-play mystery shard only champion spotlight. Today, we're going to be kind of doing a new one, but kind of not doing a new one. We had done Grush the Mangler a long time ago, and apparently I deleted him, or I didn't use him or correctly, or whatever the reason. But basically, what we're going to do is we're going to redo him and show him in his glory, because now we actually know how to use him and where to use him. But yeah, he's an awesome dude, and let's see what he can do and how awesome he can be. So, A1. He attacked one enemy, has a 50% chance of placing a leech debuff on the target for 2 turns before attacking. This is a great A1 because it means that whenever his stuff is on cooldown, he's always placing a leech, which is amazing for clan boss, for pretty much any boss really, because you're always going to have some kind of an HP restore going on, which is nice if you have a team that doesn't really restore health very well. Then you've got an A2, which attacks all enemies, has a 60% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff, or a 25% decreased crit damage debuff for 2 turns. Both are good. I mean, I kind of would prefer the attack, but hey, I'll take a 25% decreased crit damage also. And he attacks all enemies. Another AoE places 15% continuous heal buff on all allies for 2 turns, places an additional 7.5 continuous heal on all allies for 1 turn if at least one enemy is hit with a critical hit. So we do want him to have crit. His aura is kind of cool. He has increased allied defense in faction crypts, so that's kind of cool for faction crypts if you need defense, which is pretty much what all you need in faction crypts so you don't die. We do have him in a Phantom Touch Blessing because we want him to do a little bit more damage when he attacks, and it's good for clan boss because that's really going to be his bread and butter right now. His masteries, this is what we have him set as. We have him in offense all the way down to War Master, and then he's got the basic defense stuff going on, like the 50% chance to remove a debuff, all the stuff for clan boss, basically. Reduce damage from a specific enemy. Anything that makes him counterattack, all that stuff is good because we want him to get more attacks and do more damage. Let's look at his artifacts. We have him in a mishmash things of speed and accuracy. We need him to be accurate, right? Because he's got to land his leech, his attack down, and he's got to land any of his debuffs. And we want him to be fast so we can get his heals up as fast as possible. So we do have him in a crit rate glove because we want him to crit, obviously. We want him to have defense because we don't want him to die. So he has a defensive chest, and we have speed on his boots. We are using perception for a little bit of extra speed and accuracy. His ring is defense. His amulet is HP, and his banner is defense. Now, you could arguably put accuracy on him to make sure he lands his things, or you could arguably put resistance on him so he doesn't get stunned, or you could arguably leave defense so that he does more damage because all his skills are based on defense. Really, it doesn't matter. This is not on him because I thought it was the best banner for him. It's on him because that's what I had at the time. I could go back in here and look and see what else I have. I mean, I have an HP one here with speed. Like, there's all kinds of stuff I could put on him to keep him alive longer. I think him lasting longer is probably your best bet. But hey, that's just me. Resisting a stun doesn't really matter too much in Clan Boss, mainly because we are using Mithrala, who removes all the debuffs anyway. And on top of it, he's never really the target unless he's the last hero, and by that point, it doesn't really matter. So I would say defense and HP would probably be your best bet if you are solely using him in Clan Boss. Anywhere else, yeah, you might want to pop up his resist a little bit. All right, so let's look at his total stats. Boom. All right, so he's got 47,000 HP. He's got 1,600 attack because it's useless. Defense, we have 3,582. I would probably want to get that into 4,000, but that's just where we are. Speed is 225. Crit rate is just shy of that 100 mark. He's at 99%. Crit damage is at 100. Resistance, 172. And accuracy is 239. So it could be better on accuracy, but like I said, it's so far I haven't been having too much trouble, but we're also not doing Ultra Nightmare, so there's that. Let's look and see where he's good. Obviously, he would be good in Faction Wars. I don't believe that Faction Crypt is open. No, it is not. So, but yeah, he can be used in his Faction Crypt, and you will be fine there. I think he's Ogren, right? Either way, we use him, and he's awesome. But really, we're going to go in and show him. Honestly, I don't even think I would use him in Arena. I don't know if there's even a reason to show him in Arena, to be honest, but you know, whatever. Let's go in here. Let's find a team that's going to kill us. Let's do that. That'll be fun. I like going in here just to find teams that'll murder me. Who would he be good against, honestly? I mean, none of these teams. I don't think any of these are really that fun. Here, let's go against these guys. They look like they're fun. So we're gonna pull out her, and we're gonna put in Grush. Where is my boy? Where did he go? He's so hard to find. Boom. All right, we're going to use him. We're not going to auto. We're going to go in and see if we can even get the jump on these guys. It's going to be a very defensive team. this jerk regenerates, and if this guy gets one attack, he's probably going to murder my whole team. So that's basically where we're at. So we have to basically incapacitate the whole team, which we did not do because they froze us because there's a Tormund. So that sucks. So we're probably going to get murdered in our first hit. There you go. We're all provoked and then dead. See, like I said. See, I know how Arena works now. It's fun. All right, let's go in here and find a different team. Let's just refresh. I don't like any of these teams. I want to find somebody who I can actually use in here, that a team that I might actually be able to do something to. Refresh. Who cares if we use gems, right? We're going to just keep going through. This is how my videos go. Sometimes I just have to keep refreshing until I find a team that's even remotely fun to do. This one's rough, and she's annoying. I don't know if I would do that fight. I feel like this is a loss, but we're going to try it anyway. I just want to get a couple attacks off just so you can kind of see what he does. If these guys are too fast, then it's kind of, oh well, baby. This is a terrible team, and we have, yeah, look at that. We got some stone skin going on, so basically the whole team's going to revive. But yeah, we're going to do attack up. Basically try to lower their attack, but they have a lot of debuffs going on. We can try to freeze them, hopefully kill them, but that's not probably going to work. We're going to try and kill this guy because he's the worst. And then we will take this guy down. The attack down is kind of useful. More than likely, Trunda's going to kill us, but we're going to see if we can take off some debuffs here. All right, so she is still under stone skin. The funny thing is that, there we go. We've got our murder team, and now we revive everyone and hopefully get some HP back. And then maybe if we're lucky, we can get Grush back in. So, yep, we can do a continuous heal attack like that. And then maybe we can freeze this chick. All right, so she's frozen, so that's good. Now, I wish I had my removal of debuffs. That would be very helpful, but we can't really attack anyone else outside of her anyway. So now we're going to try and see if we can kill anybody with this. All right, there we go. We're getting closer. It's getting close. She's still hidden, unfortunately. This guy's got his turn meter, so we're going to kill him, even though she's our biggest threat. All right, so we're starting to get somewhere here. Let's see if we can kill. All right, we got it down to one hero. Let's see if we can get a leech up on this chick. Little Trundy. If we freeze her, we're in luck. If we do not, it's going to be rough. All right, we got to freeze. That's good. Let's get attack up and smack him with my little dude who took the last hit. There you go. See, that was a rough fight. Honestly, having Grush with the heal and everything was probably really good for us. Kept everybody alive. So there you go. You can use him in the arena. It's a rough thing, and it's. Yeah, would I recommend him for this? No, I would not recommend him in here at all. There are way better heroes that can do stuff, as you just saw. These guys are all very good heroes that you could use. I just got lucky. I feel like this fight could have gone either way. I don't think there was a win or lose here, even though, yes, I won. Sorry, I just had to throw that in there. All right, so let's get out of the arena because I hate it. Let's go into Clan Boss because that's really where he is going to be the best. Now, we're going to go into Demon Lord. We're going to go into Nightmare. He is a part of my main team. We're going to pull her out. We're going to put her back in the lead for accuracy, and we are going to bring in my girl. Where is she? Where's my girl? Her Hyria. So now we've got our team. Let's go in. So essentially the way this works is Grush is literally amazing for Clan Boss once you build him correctly, okay? When we first got him, he did not help my team at all. Like, literally was garbage. And I had made this video thinking that he was going to be like, I even said it in the video. I think I said, hey, this guy, I know he's good. I know he is amazing. And I know a lot of people have said he's good. I just can't figure him out. And I think with the build we currently have, when we got his defense up and his speed up and started really using him correctly and leveling him, he became amazing. I mean, in Clan Boss, he's going to keep your team alive. He's going to drop the damage output of the boss. He's going to put a leech up, which helps you on heroes that are like kind of low, and they're going to get their HP back because he's going to have the leech. And that continuous heal buff is awesome. So if you don't have a secondary healer, or if you have a healer who's a secondary, he basically keeps you healing while you're waiting for like someone like Apothecary to come in and re-heal your team. Now, this is going to be a little bit of a longer fight. They last a while because we obviously are using stronger heroes. We have Mithrala, we have Dark Kale, Grush, we've got Hyria and Apothecary, who everyone can get. Essentially, we used to use this team, but you would take out. We used to use High Katoon in place of Mithrala, just because it just gave us more speed and let us attack more. And then we had Frozen Banshee as our main damage dealer lead. And with that team, Frozen Banshee is basically your damage dealer the entire fight. Everyone else is going to do a little bit of damage, but really the whole point is to speed up Frozen Banshee and Relentless gear so fast that she can do between 8 and 15 million damage by herself. And I think 15 and a half was about the most damage I ever saw out of Frozen Banshee using that tactic. But now we're trying to upgrade our team. This specific team has done now, as of right now, as of this day of recording this, there is a time that they did 30 million. So they were able to hit the 30 mark. And we're not even boosted. We don't have crazy gear. Like we're not like, I mean, you saw the gear I have on Grush. He's not insanely built. You know, no one here is wearing all legendary, completely max descended gear. Like there's none of my heroes actually have anything that's max descended. So I think 3 Ascensions is the best I have on any gear. And yeah, that's it. We're just kind of going to rock through and kill stuff. Let Grush keep you guys alive. I mean, that crit damage down and that attack down. It's basically replacing someone like Coffin Smasher, who I used to bring in for attack down. And he's great for the beginning rounds because he has a 3-hitter on his A1. You can put him in Giant Slayer. He does a lot of damage. And if you keep him in Relentless or something that speeds him up really fast, he can do that attack over and over again, constantly keeping the attack down to the boss. And we used to do a lot of damage with him early on. So you can use Coffin Smasher as a attack down hero if you don't have anyone else. Now, I think the only thing missing from Grush is defense up, really. If he had a defense up, I think he would be probably the perfect clan boss hero. But now we have other heroes like Mithrala who can do defense up. We used to use Bogwalker. We did bring him in at a time because he's really good too at keeping defense up. He's got an HP lead, which is nice, and he has attack down. So you can use him also in place of Coffin Smasher. And to be honest, I would choose him over Coffin Smasher just because he has defense up. So there you go. Now, Grush, in the other hand here, usually is my last hero standing. Usually. Yeah, it usually ends up in a duel where it's just him. I've seen him go, honestly, like 4 or 5 rounds after everyone else is dead. So I have seen that happen just because he has the leech, he has counter, he can keep continuous healing up on himself. So as long as he doesn't get stunned completely, usually he can get hit once and not die. If he starts getting hit 2 or 3 times, yeah, you're gonna see him. You're gonna see him plop. But yeah, this team's actually really good. I have been working on them and trying to get them a little bit better. Realistically, right now, speed is where we're kind of lacking here. So I think if we get our speed up, this will be a 1-key team eventually. We just have to work their gear out. I haven't speed tuned the team. I haven't done anything. This is literally just their builds. We threw them in here and they work, and that's it. So sometimes I'll see a 20 million fight. Sometimes I'll see a 30 million fight. That's just the way of unspeed tuned teams. Just depends on when the defense comes up. We did also do this with, who was the other guy we used? We used Turlak, Shadowbow Turlak in one of the last videos we did. So he was kind of cool. But I still would choose Mithrala, obviously, over him. I actually think we used him in place of Hyria, which isn't really a good in place. It was just kind of making it so that the fight lasted longer. It's the thing about Clan Boss that I don't like and that I'll be working on is I'd rather have a team that does an insane amount of damage in less turns than a team that lasts forever and maybe does an extra million damage. Like, I don't care enough to sit here for 20 minutes while they fight. So even if I could do an unkillable team, I probably wouldn't, unless it was a situation where you can get it to that 1 key by using it, and then you don't have to ever watch the fight again. So there's always that. So realistically, getting it to the point where you can 1 key something is very useful for keeping your day short. And that's really the goal here, is I want to get Clan Boss on Nightmare down so I can literally just skip it every day, which would be amazing, by the way. This is the only thing that makes my day long, because you're adding somewhere between 12 and 20 minutes to your day just because you have to put this on, when you could just skip it in 3 seconds. All right, so now this team will usually run somewhere in the 30-plus turn range, because once we start getting up to 30, I think it is, we start seeing him doing a little bit more damage, and if we're not shielded or with defense up, more than likely he's going to kill someone, especially with his big pound slam. So Goal here is to make sure you have attack up at all times and defense up at all times, because that'll keep you at least getting another few extra rounds. So it looks like we have 3 turns of attack down, so that's good. And hopefully we can keep the shields up. Another option in here with Grush would probably be somebody who can maybe extend buffs, like even a Valerie or something like that. I believe we tried Valerie in here to extend buffs, but I think I think it just extended the length of the fight. Having Hyria there does way more damage and bringing everyone else's damage up because she has an ally attack. So you're getting way more attacks every round with Hyria in here than you are with Valerie just extending buffs to make sure you don't get killed. See, look at that, all that damage right there. And all them poisons popping up just because Hyria decided to have everyone attack at the same time. All right, so there you go. That's the rough one. That's the big one. So if there's no defense up or shield, people die. So we are eventually going to get their defenses up. So defense and speed is really your stat of choice in Clan Boss. I think what we might do is I'm actually going to be leveling a bunch of rares, so we might end up just saving up as much silver as possible. Oh, look at that. Apothecary is like right there. Well, I don't think this is going to be a 30 million run, but we'll definitely get in the 20 to 25, so that's nice. I'll take it. See that shield? It's perfect. But yeah, we're already past 30, so this is where we're in the danger zone. This is all luck now at this point. It really just depends on who has a shield up at what point and who he decides to punch in the face. There we go. Mithrala's back. If she can get the shield up, we'll live another day. Our defense up it's good enough at this point. The poison, that thing is not as bad. That attack is nowhere near as bad. That one, the punch is okay if you have a shield up, but his big pound, that's the one that you got to watch out for, which is where the continuous heal thing comes in. Look at that. See, the shield basically covers you. So if we can get more shielding, we can definitely last longer, which would be nice. But I think the shield is based on her HP, right? So we'd have to build up Mithral's HP, is really what it is. We'll get her HP all the way up as far as we can. Maybe even put her in an HP chest. That might be something that could work out with her. And then all of a sudden, boom, we last a lot longer because our shields are longer. But yeah, if we can get her speed up to like 300 plus, I'm thinking. I know that's a lot, but because I'm nowhere near that. Like my strongest hero is Apothecary. He's got 265 speed. And Grush, you just saw, is like 225. So if we can get Mithral in that 300 range, I feel like we can get those shields up a lot quicker. And then get her some HP, and then hopefully, if you could get it to the point where she's popping those shields up on top of the shield, that would be golden, because then you're just stacking shields. So that's something we could look into. Definitely want to get her fast. I want to make her the fastest HP monster I can. I might even have some gear that I could put on her that I could steal off someone else. See, luckily she's got the unkillable thing too right now, so she does survive that for one hit when she dies, which is nice. But this ain't terrible. I'm not mad at this fight. 25 million, it's more than enough to 2-key it, and I don't have to worry about playing all day. So there you go. 25 million damage. Grush put in 4 million. Dark Kale at 8. We've got Apothecary 1.8, and then Hyria and Mithrala. Hyria is at 4.6, Mithrala at 6.3. So really, your damage for this team is very spread out. It's not like when I use what's her name? Frozen Banshee, where all your damage is basically kind of funneled into one hero. This is a very roundabout damage team, okay? But yeah, like I said, 25 is average. Somewhere between 20 and on an unlucky run, all and affinity bet, that's bad. So from 20 up to 30 million, this team will rush. Will basically work, and Grush is one of the keys to that. So let's see, where else can we use him? Now, as far as, honestly, he's great everywhere. I can't tell you anywhere that he's not good. I don't remember if we used him in hard mode here. Let's just look real quick because we are pushing ourselves a little bit further. I believe we used him in one of them, maybe. Let me just see what the team was. Here we go. So now we go to Dragon hard mode. Where we go? Dragon hard. We're right here. So this was Dragon hard mode. We have changed it, though. We're going to be taking him out and putting in Mithrala. So that's basically what we did. Now, basically, Apothecary is your speed up. Cleo, excuse me, Cleo puts up, I'm going to cough my brains out. Cleo puts up a weaken, and I hope that was funny to you guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Cleo puts up a lot of really good stuff, like hexes and things like that, and helps with the waves, but so does Mithrala. So let's see. We're going to take her out and put Grush in. Let's see. Where are you, buddy? Where are you, little bud? Little bud boy? There we go. Let's try it. We're going to try this team and see if it works. This is stage 1, I believe. Hopefully, everything works out in our favor. Now, we do have a good wave clear. We have Yark. We have Yakarl basically doing freezes. Mithrala putting up hexes. You've got attack down, crit down. You've got stuns. So I can't imagine that removing Cleo, although will slow the rundown for speed purposes, I don't think it will affect you so much. So yeah, this is hard mode. And the reason I'm showing this, normally I would show you guys like stage 20 and things like that, because that's where your average player is, right? But for this guy, I kind of want you to see that he is an end game hero, and he's not a mid game hero. I mean, yeah, he's good everywhere, but you're going to start to see him really start to work in the higher end areas. So that's why we're going to bring him into hard mode. All right. And you guys get to see a hard mode fight for, every once in a while. You get tired of seeing the normal fights, right? You want to see a hard mode fight once in a while. We'll do a little bit more advanced training stuff. But as you can see, like it's definitely slower without Cleo. Cleo can do the fears. Cleo puts up more hex. She has insane damage. I think she's the only hero I have right now that has 5,000 plus attack, because she does have a 3-star blessing, and she's got a lot of really good attack gear on her. So yeah, she's definitely my highest attack hero. Yakarl and her can basically argue over each other for who's the strongest and who does the most damage. Now on the boss, Yakarl's going to be garbage, but but he helps so much in the waves that not bringing him along is kind of a waste, and it slows your run down a lot because you're going to be getting hit a lot. So you're going to be reviving and doing a whole bunch of crap that you don't need to be doing. So having Yakarl on the team, I don't even care if he died the whole time in the fight, to be honest. Like, it doesn't matter. He's not here for that. Now, I would probably bring in somebody else who did poisons. I think our main team has Dark Kale and things like that for hard mode. But we did beat hard mode with, I think, just Syl. Like, I think we did it with Syl. No, we did it with Yakarl. So, Syl, Yakarl, I believe we used a Veer, Apothecary, and I think that's everything. Right? There was one more hero we probably brought in. But, yeah, I mean, they're able. You can do it with a much lesser team. It just takes a lot longer. So, just be prepared to sit around for, 10 to 15 minutes while they fight the boss. But you definitely need attack down on this dragon. Like, that is a huge deal. Having attack down and defense up are all really good things to have for this boss, because he does hit extremely hard. And we're working on the final stages. Like, we're working on, I think, 7 to 10. And yeah, he hits very, very hard. So I know we can beat it. It's just that it's something to think about when you're doing this, which is why someone like Grush is actually a good thing. Now, I don't know if his leeches are going to work on the boss. That's the only thing, because the dragon's weird. He's got a lot of things he's immune to, and to be honest, I don't pay attention that much. I just know that there's certain things he won't, like speed down. I believe he's immune to a couple things. So, but luckily Grush doesn't matter, because he does have a continuous heal. So the leech is great, but it's not 100% necessary, especially when we have shields, heals from Grush and from Syl and from Apothecary. I think we have more than enough healing to keep everyone alive, and if someone happens to die, then Syl's there to pick them back up. Because we all know that your Carl's going to die here, guys. Everyone knows that. He is a glass cannon hero. He's there to make sure that your waves do not attack you. Other than that, he has no purpose here. He's great for other bosses, though, like Fire Knight. Who else is he in? Spider, he's great in. He's great in a lot of different fights for the bosses, but nope, not Dragon. Not so much Dragon. Look at that. That damage that Apothecary just put up. It's a good start, having a shield. Oh, and a smite. I like it. We'll take it. Oh, okay, so Leech does work on the dragon. There you go, guys. Leech works. So everyone's going to be able to heal up and get smites in here, so that's good. So that just made Grush's value in Dragon much, much higher. There we go. We got attack down, even with attack up. I would assume removing a buff would be nice because that's probably why he's so strong. He has the attack up over there, but luckily the attack down kind of mitigates that damage, which is good too. And the smite is nice. So good. Whenever we take the shield down, I know that we have a reasonable damage team. That's how I know. If you're not taking the shield down and you're taking the stun to the face, it means you need probably a little more damage on your team and you're a little bit too defensive. This team is slightly defensive. Like, I mean, you saw that I had Cleo in here. So having Grush in here is basically just keeping us alive better. That's it. It's just better to keep your team going. So if you are having trouble with staying alive, then yes, Grush would be a much better option for any of these boss fights. Otherwise, just bring another damage dealer in. If you have someone like Mithrala and Apothecary and Syl, kind of just running healing and revival, I think you'll be fine without Grush. But I know that in the beginning, I mean, not everyone has Mithrala yet, obviously. She takes a very long time to get. So if you don't have Mithrala, then you could use Grush. You could even bring Spirit Host in here in place of Mithrala to get the removal of buffs. Because that honestly really starts to kind of tack on with this guy. He really likes his poisons and his debuffs. So if you want your heroes taking 15 poison debuffs every round, yeah, bring somebody who can remove debuffs is the point. But we got that Hex, baby. Honestly, I don't even think I need to show him anywhere else after this because this is probably the hardest thing you'll see him do. I mean, Doom Tower, there's not much going on right now. We just started a new rotation, so I can't even really show you anything in there yet. That would be even remotely difficult. So this is much harder, what you just saw. Obviously, way harder. We're fighting 300 and level 350 heroes instead of 110s and 150s in Doom Tower. Same thing with we'll check the city real quick and see. I didn't use my keys yet, so we'll see if there's anything in there that we can maybe pop through with him. But I don't feel like there's much else that's going to be difficult for him outside of what you just saw here. So there you go. Boom. We've got a hard mode win. We got a 6-star shield with speed. I love it. I'm keeping it. Love it, love it, love it. I wish it was a little bit higher. I wish it was a little bit taller. I wish Grush was a baller. So there we go. Grush putting up 1.12 million damage versus Yakaro, who's 1.7, Syl's 1.7, Apothecary 300, and Mithrala 2,273,000. That's because she has poisons. It is unavoidable. So yeah, not bad. 1.1 million on basically a healer. So yeah, there you go. Grush, the man. I don't want this. We already got her anyway. I know. All right, let's claim some stuff. There we go. We got our demon keys. So let's go into the city real quick and just see if there's anything in here that we could possibly show him in. Here we go. This is a nope. Grush is not in here. I don't even know if I have a burner for that. I got to look and see. So where were we moving? We're moving here. That's the dragon again. But Grush isn't in here. Nope. I would have actually fought this to find something, but I didn't want to. I don't want to do that in this video. Let's see. Is there anywhere Grush is good? Here we go. So yeah, we're in the final areas with the 170. This is normal mode, so don't think this is anything crazy. We are going to bring attacks in. We're going to bring you, and we will bring you. Let's see if these guys have what it takes. The reason we're doing this is because we want. I don't even know why I did attack up. Actually, no, because we have a couple of attack up heroes. So now you get to see Bogwalker, Grush, and a couple other cool heroes that you don't see very often do some stuff. We do have Raisin, so Raisin is pretty cool. But luckily, Grush just doesn't take damage, and he actually hits pretty hard for the waves, especially in here. See? This is where continuous heal buff comes in handy. And Leech. Wow, this is a rough team. I'm like, whoa. Oh, it's right, this Shager or whatever his name is. This one we might not be able to auto this one. Yeah, we're definitely not autoing this one. I'm going to save my stuff for round 2 because I don't think we have any revivers now. And now, yeah, we're just going to end battle and redo that. Let's redo this. We'll save our AoEs for that fight. Replay. Because a lot of times you're going to get stuff like that where you have to kind of save your stuff. So we're going to do continuous heal for the second round because that's more important. Let's see. What is it? Speed down. This is the less inviting attack. So we'll do this. And then we're going to kill you. This guy's the dangerous one, but we're going to go for what we can kill. See if we can take this guy down. What's this do? Attacks one enemy, decrease defense. No, we're gonna just try and kill. We're gonna just try and kill him. We're gonna take 2 hits to the face and hope for the best, I think. All right. Misfortune is correct. So there we go. Let's kill this guy. That was probably not the best course of action, but I'm saving my skills. Like I said, we're gonna try it and see if it works. Having that defense up might have been a better option. We might have to switch who we bring in here. Yeah, we're gonna have to switch it up. End battle. Grush is good in here, but let's see. Edit team. Who's not doing his job? I feel like this guy, although the turn meter reduction is nice, I don't like it. We're gonna bring in who's gonna do the best for us. Honestly, I feel like he's gonna do it. So let's do HP in all battles. No, this is dungeons, defense. It's all faction crypt stuff. So I guess we're going with attack. There you go. Start it up. Let's see if we can win this. We're gonna try it. All right. So now we're gonna do it again. Boom. We're going to do this one because it's better. We're going to try and freeze one of these jerks. There we go. That helps. We're going to do defense up. And then we're going to A1 ourselves to victory. So now we're going to try and kill him. So this time he's dead. So now we're only getting hit by one thing. Now we're going to try and kill some guys with A1s. Sometimes you just got to rethink your options. I was hoping that guy would freeze. There we go. Attack down is very good, even though he's defense-based, so that doesn't really matter. There we go. The leech is nice. All right, so now we should have most of our skills available. So now let's see if we can knock these jerks out. So here we go. Attack up. We're going to do this. We've got our healing going. We're going to try and freeze that jerk. Always freeze one. All right, and then we're going to try and kill this one. I don't remember who revived everyone, but we're going to try and kill them all in one wave. And now we have... There we go. Perfect. Look at that. See, sometimes you just need to rethink your strategy. And having Broadmaw in here is, as dumb as it is awesome. All right, so let's see. We'll get attack down. Who do we got in here that's a jerk? So this guy can kill my whole team in one shot, but we'll see. All right, so that's that. Who can we freeze? Or we could try to kill someone. That's also... Here, we're just trying to kill him. There we go. Death is better. Here we go. We got our defense up, and Bogwalker hits pretty hard, so that's okay. This guy's a jerk, but I honestly don't know what these guys do. But I have a better chance of killing one of these guys. So unless there's an all revive in here. All right, so counterattack. That's annoying, but not terrible. Boom. You're seeing the harder versions of normal mode right now. Oh, I thought she was going to do a third hit. What a jerk bag. Let's try. Oh, we can't freeze her. You're dead. I'm sad. All right, now we're going to get attacked down maybe. He should be dead right now. There we go. So we got the win. So there you go. Grush can be used in the city. This is the end versions of everything. Say, this is all this. And to be honest, even against this, which is Iron Twins, is probably something that I would consider to be a good thing. Here we go. We actually have him in here. I don't know who we would even use other than that. I mean, defense up we have with her. We have Thurgist, and then maybe we'll bring in her. Let's see if they can do it on auto. We don't have... Oops. I think... Does she do resist? No, faction crypts. All right, so I guess it's just attack. That's it. That's what we got. Let's see if we can beat this one. I don't know. This is going to be a hard one. 200's pretty high here. And we don't have a lot of healing going on here. We have a bit of it. And there's a lot of debuff removal here. So we're going to hope for the best on this one, guys. Let's see if you can use Grush in Iron Twins, even though we're not actually showcasing Iron Twins, but we just lucked out that he's available for this boss. So we'll see if they win. I'm curious. But debuff removal would be very helpful here, but unfortunately we don't have it. So we're just going to have to kind of hope that we don't have any reviving. Like, this is a very, very bad team to have right now with how this is set up. Because we only have healing. So if Grush can't keep the team healed with his continuous heal, which is, I don't know if it's enough, to be honest. I feel like it's not, but I've seen weirder stuff happen. They just need to get her to 40%, because then all the debuffs stay. Ooh, that's rough. Ooh, we already got one dead. Yeah, it's not going to be enough. I figured not. Once you get to that halfway point without a resurrector or someone who can really heal somebody up, your chances of survival in here are very low. If he could get the leech up, it would be a little more bearable here. There we go. Start healing. Keep Frozen Banshee alive, at least. You also only have a little bit of speed down, I think, right? So there you go. You get to end this with a death. All right, so we can't do it right now. But there you go. He is one of the heroes that you can bring in there. I would hope you have somebody else who can heal, but that would be nice. So there you go. That's Grush. I like ending things on a negative note. But, I mean, we won the other fight, right? So who cares? I wasn't expecting to win that one. So basically, Grush is a much, much better hero than I initially had thought. And I think now that we actually are using him a little bit more correctly, definitely need to get his defense up to 4,000 plus and get his speed up to like 250, maybe at least higher. And then he'll be a way more effective hero. He might even be good enough for that fight right there if you get his speed and defense up. And he just needs to be good enough to keep healing. That's it. So keep the healing going, get him fast, and get him going. All right. If you have any questions or places that you use him, I mean, he's literally useful in every area of the game except where he's restricted. So I can't think of anywhere I wouldn't use him. It's just who matches what team. That's basically what you're looking for. All right, so if you have any questions, things you want to ask, things you want to talk about, feel free to leave it in the comments. It's always good to hear from all you guys and find out what you guys think about these things. Mystery Shard runs are fun, and I don't get to use these heroes with other cool heroes that you guys have. So if you guys have any little tips and tricks, feel free to leave it in the comments, because then other people can be helped by you instead of me, because unfortunately I'm unhelpable. I will never have Geomancer. Yeah, and as always, like, share, subscribe. You know how it works. Make everybody know about me. Tell your neighbors. Tell your postman. Tell your milkman. Tell them all. All right. So this is Grush, the Mangler. Not really Mangler. Mangler. This is Mobile Gamer Nerd, and you guys take care.